Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bayu, and today we will be reviewing Mulan the movie, the 2020 version, not the 1998 animated version. So this movie, Mulan, was released about a couple weeks ago, and it's basically a remake of the animated version that was released in 1998. So the story is all the same, well, pretty similar. It tells about Mulan here, a warrior girl that has to fight to bring honor to their family. Mulan decided to go to the war because she saw her dad is all weak and old, and she thinks that, oh, he can't go to war, so I must take his place. So I'll go to the war. So now let's get to the actual review for the movie itself. For me, it has beautiful image, right? You have this vibrant colors. You have this beautiful scenery. They can show like the villages that are in China. They can show that in a beautiful way. I think, yeah, the image is overall great. But the story is lacking, I think. And what I mean by that is, in the original animated movie, you have Mulan, who is an ordinary girl. When she went to the war, she trains, and after she finishes her training, she finally can become this warrior, right? So she just from an ordinary girl into a warrior. But in this 2020 movie, Mulan is just born with power essentially. So you're just like having a superhero movie. And it's said that Mulan has this powerful chi, and she's basically strong from the get go, but she's hiding it, right? She's concealing it. And in order to become a warrior, you just have to show your chi. And it's just different from the original animated movie. And this thing has an impact on the story. So the story ended up not having a powerful character development, right? Because you start with a superhero basically, but in the original movie, you start with again this ordinary girl. And the other thing that I feel after watching this movie is that the character is bland. The story is bland. You don't get to see that much expression coming from the actors, especially from the lead actress, Liu Yifei. And I think, well, her acting is good, kind of. I would say not bad, but in some scenes where you should be able to see Mulan's expression, the actress just doesn't give it. I mean, it makes sense when Mulan is trying to hide herself from the crowd, so she doesn't show much expressions. But there's also some scenes where Mulan is on her own, and we should be able to see her expressions and sort of feel what she was feeling. But in this case, I don't see that emotion coming from the actress. And I mean, it's just weird, It's a movie about Chinese culture, but it's in English. Well, obviously the target audience or the market is English people, right? But the actors here are speaking English, but with the intonation that you're not expecting to hear from an English person speaking. So often they don't deliver the message that well. It's like they're speaking English but with Chinese intonation or something. There's also this one difference that in this movie you have the witch character, right? The witch who can turn herself into a bird. And for me, it's a great addition. I mean, yeah, in the original they don't have that, but in this one they have this witch character. But I don't know why they have to do that thing in the end. Spoiler alert: the witch sacrificed herself. She took an arrow that was shot from this enemy, and the witch died, saving Mulan. And for me, I think it's just a stupid decision, you know? The witch is really powerful. She can turn herself into a bird, and she can throw some daggers or whatever. You know, the witch could have killed Bori Khan, the enemy, right there instead of diving to the arrow and saving Mulan, but sacrificing herself. I think this is just, I don't know, this is some stupid decision from the movie, I think. And I think this is my biggest complaint of the movie, and it's about the witch. It's just about how they ended up killing the witch. There's also some minor issues here and there. Let's say when Mulan is trying to get the avalanche going on the mountain, and she went there riding her horse, but it's like literally a second later, she just teleported, and none of the enemies see Mulan traveling with the horse. And well, it's in this scene. The horse can actually run faster than the avalanche and pretty much every other enemies right there. The horse just runs faster. I think it doesn't make any sense. Well, it's either that or the writer just did some lazy writing. And there's also this one really cliche moment where after Mulan got killed by the witch and she got resurrected by the phoenix, she ended up throwing off her father's armor, which I think that doesn't make any sense. The armor gives you protection, right? And you're just throwing it away. And she also untied her bun and ended up going with it with long hair. I mean, just why, right? With long hair, the hair can get to your face and blocks your vision or something. The bun there is strategic. You don't have to untie it. I mean, this is just some really cliche moment where you have to actually untie your bun to show that now I have transformed or whatever. So, overall, I think this movie is, well, I think it's good enough for children to watch. Um, Kids will definitely enjoy this movie. It's vibrant, it's colorful, but the story is just lacking compared to the original. I think the animated version is way better. It's way superior. Oh yeah, this movie also doesn't have any musical in it. Mulan doesn't sing. Anyone doesn't sing. They do have some music playing in the background on some scenes, but there's no singing. So yeah, overall, I would give this movie a 5 out of 10. I would say the visual looks great, it looks decent, and kids will love it, but the story is just not good, in my opinion. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. If you do have anything to say, just leave a comment down below. Tell me what's your opinion on this movie, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.